From Divine Sis Star of the Light Aurora Ray, the medical pods, ascension of Earth and all life forms is imminent. The cradle of humanity is about to come into alignment with the cosmic central sun, and all life as we know it will be forever changed. We will be able to employ numerous advanced technologies that the Galactic Federation will share after rising into 5D. We are going to talk about one of them today. The technology is called the holographic medical pod. It is a medical bed that works on the principles of energy medicine. Many new technologies were being suppressed by those who had been in control for thousands of years. That world has long since passed into history, and a new world has risen up out of its ashes. One of these suppressed technologies was the holographic medical pod, or medbed as they were called. These beds could cure almost any disease and reverse the aging process if given enough time. These holographic medical pods are commonly used by extraterrestrials to heal their own kind who have been injured on war missions or accidents in spacecraft. The ETs use advanced technology to heal their bodies. These pods were used in conjunction with crystals and other modalities. This pod was built to house a crystal, an oracle that can be programmed with intent, and a human being. The goal is to create an atmosphere of love and harmony so that the mind, body, and spirit are all deeply relaxed and receptive to healing energies. Each pod is set up differently depending on what energies are needed for optimal healing. Please note, it is not recommended to sleep in this pod unless you are sick or are seeking healing from someone who has been trained to work with this technology. These pods were originally built for the purpose of creating a space for deep healing and integration between dimensions in order to bring information back to Earth from higher realms. Most people have never experienced such a profound level of relaxation or peace. You may also experience deep insights into your life purpose and desires while using this device. Your life may never be the same again once you experience what these devices have to offer. These pods are not just for healing, they are also used for the purpose of upgrading one's DNA structure to slow down the aging process. This can be done to heal a person from a catastrophic accident that would otherwise cause death. The body is placed in a magnetic field, which allows the body's natural chronometer and DNA to be recalibrated. The technology to create these miraculous machines were commonly used in our distant past, sometime around 5000 BC, but was lost over time, only to be rediscovered just before the turn of the century. The new medbeds worked better than their predecessors, but there were still some issues with them that needed to be worked out in order for them to be released to a waiting public. There is so much suppressed technology that has been locked down for eons. Holographic medical pods are one such technology that has been locked down and classified into a top-secret project. The Nordic Pleiadians allowed Earth's people to use these wondrous devices, which is why you see them in use during some of our ancient histories. But after a while, the Nordics began restricting use of these devices because they wanted Earth to advance on its own, without interference from other world civilizations, so they decided to lock them away for future generations until we were ready to be introduced to this amazing technology. This was when we began hearing about crystal skulls and pyramids being used as power generators. The medical pod is not just a machine. The medical pod is a life-saving invention that has been given to us by the Galactic Federation that effortlessly performs wonders that are unimaginable and can only be described as magical. The medical pod can repair any and all kinds of DNA, RNA, or protein damage in a person's body, even in an unborn child. An example, a child who is born without legs, a rare genetic defect, can be placed in a medical pod for a couple of hours and then come out with perfectly working legs, fully intact DNA, and a completely healed body. This is the kind of advanced technology we are talking about, and this is what we have been given by our benevolent extraterrestrial benefactors. No matter how complicated the case may be, the medical pod can heal people of all kinds of ailments. When a person dies, it is not necessary to bury them. The bodies could be placed in one of the chambers of this device, where they are preserved until such time as they are awakened. The bodies are preserved by a sophisticated computer which slows down the aging process until such time as the individual is awakened. Then the individual can live on for centuries, basically forever if necessary. This chamber is called a stasis chamber. There is no limit to how long a person can be kept in this chamber. These pods can be used for healing, meditation, astral projection, dream travel, remote viewing, and many other things as well. Anyone who has ever been inside one knows how amazing they are. It is a very complicated piece of machinery. There are many different components, and each component has its own purpose and function. These medical pods are not in use with our current healthcare system, and that is because it would dramatically cut the profits of medical insurance, pharmaceutical companies, and medical doctors. If this technology were to be used today, it would disrupt the entire healthcare system from top to bottom. This is why we are not allowed to have this technology today. We are being robbed of our health, and in many cases our lives, by a medical monopoly that doesn't want you to know about this technology. The medical establishment does not want you to become healthier or live longer. They want you to continue being sick so they can make more money from your illnesses. But after we ascend, nothing will be able to stop us from using these medical pods to our advantage, because there will be no adverse force to control us in the fifth dimension. Every human being on the planet can benefit from this equipment and live indefinitely, without disease, and in a state of love and ecstasy. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho. Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from the galacticfederation.com.